store for you. We're going to start off with the oracle cards, and then we're going to get into like the whole tarot spread. We're going to do like an 8-card spread for you guys. Any information that you also may be looking for, I will leave in the description, so just check there. And let's see what's going on. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement. So we have physical activity. We have challenging times, spirituality, and moving on. Okay, so immediately what I'm getting for my Capricorns who have been having physical health issues, or if you've been maybe struggling with like getting back to a good sense of health, this could be a month where things start to get a little bit better in terms of that. Also, if you've just been going through challenging times, period, whether that's emotionally, whether that has been, you know, just feeling like you've had to protect yourself, and be very mindful in terms of the energies you allow in your space. You could be finding that you're not in the midst of the storm anymore. Like that period of being in the midst of like hard times or having to struggle within like a relationship or go through things, you're past that. It's just maybe you haven't had the chance to like fully move into that next chapter quite yet. And I think that this month is definitely given that, okay? Also, another thing I'm seeing with spirituality, you could be getting more in tune with yourself spiritually after maybe going through some challenging times. Notice that every time that things go awry in our life, we find ourselves going to God. We find ourselves going to support from the person upstairs, okay? So that's for a reason. At the essence of it, we are spiritual beings, and for some reason we forget that sometimes because we're so engulfed in human activities and taking care of our human responsibilities. But yeah, this is a month of getting more in tune with your spiritual team, getting more in tune with God, so that you can actually be healed and have space for more. Make space for more. I want to pull from here too. What's going on for the month of March for my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements? What's going on? So we have lightning, which represents disruption. We have angel numbers, which represents confirmation. We have endings, which represents, or skull, which represents endings. We have motivation. We have a bullseye, which represents focus, and we have medical staff, which represents healing. So again, there's another card talking about some sort of physical ailment or health issue you could be going through, could be getting a little bit better during this month, okay? It's a matter of how you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're taking the proper medications. Make sure you're taking care of yourself physically, okay? Move your body. If you've been feeling like lethargic, energetically low, it could have something to do with you needing to like get out of your own energy or out of the house and get physically moving. Also with motivation being here too, if you've been feeling a little bit low, I think that the month of March is going to offer you a chance to not only get a lot more focused, but get back into this flow of positivity. There was definitely something that was clouding your judgment, and it was an event that happened previous. This doesn't feel like you're going through some sort of tower moment this month. This is a previous tower moment that was really supposed to give you this enlightenment that something wasn't right, and that if you didn't do something about it, it could have ruined just the whole shindig, okay? So with angel number being here for confirmation, endings being here, Spirit is showing you that something needed to end in order for you to get to this next phase in your journey. And the more that you kind of beat yourself down for it, or be in this space of, I don't know, tearing into yourself or thinking that it's all your fault and there's something you could have did differently. What if I told you there was nothing that you could have done differently to change the outcome of that situation? And if you take that belief or that understanding with you, then that will allow you to be free from feeling like you need to go back into the past and kind of like change things or do things differently when there's literally nothing you could have done to kind of change fate. Fate is fate, you know? That's why I say whatever's meant for you will chase after you. You don't have to necessarily chase after it. It will literally find you. You could take the wrong detour. You could take this path, that path, but what's meant for you will literally find you. All right, let me pull from the tarot. Let me put this here. Okay. What's going on for my Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements for the month of March? Capricorns. Okay. So going into the first card, this is going to represent just the theme for this month. And with the Hierophant in reverse, this month is about saying F other people's standards and other people's beliefs in terms of how you should live your life and live it more authentically for you, okay? The Hierophant upright is like social norms, what's socially acceptable. This is tradition. This is being locked into a certain belief system that is just more so a widely accepted one. In reverse, it's like, no, I'm choosing more a path that feels more so fitting for me. I'm choosing to not live in accordance to what other people project onto me because who cares? And you could be at this space to where you're wanting to do this because you're tired of maybe people pleasing or being in situations where you've played yourself small for the sake of making other people comfortable, like your family, your friends, just certain individuals. And this month just feels like I don't care. Like I don't care about that. Also, you could be deciding that you want like a non-traditional relationship. Some of you guys could be into poly. Some of you guys could be into maybe, I don't know, not necessarily committing to a situation, or if there is someone you've been dealing with who has commitment issues, that could be a theme also during this time frame, okay? Also, like if you're recently divorced or if you're divorced period, something with the person that you're divorced from could come up. Okay, or you could be dealing with somebody romantically who is divorced and maybe their beliefs around love is a little bit different or orthodox or unorthodox in a way, so that could be something you're having to address. Yeah, but you're definitely not living for other people anymore. This is what I'm getting. You're like, I'm not living for other people anymore. I'm tired of that. Now, when it comes to career and finance, I have the Empress. So you're either in a position to where you feel very comfortable with where you're at, whether this is, you having all the money in the world or you just being okay. You could be comfortable with the fact that you're able to maybe pay bills and maybe travel or trying to get to a place of being more comfortable. Okay, the Empress is abundant. She doesn't chase after anything. She just sits and she chills and everything is provided for her. So this month you could be maybe looking into ways to where you can make money in a way where it doesn't feel like you have to like chase or overwork yourself in a sense, but more so make money maybe in the comfort of your own home, or maybe make money in a way where it just doesn't feel like I said, an uphill battle. I'm also seeing some of you guys could be pregnant or you could be expecting a child, and money could be on your mind also for that. As well, and trying to get prepared for this could be like a big thing for you. Somebody here could be needing some sort of support. This could be a family member. This could be your mother. This could be pretty much anyone, but someone could be needing some sort of support here. Now, when it comes to love, I do have the Death card. So things are changing in terms of how you approach your love life. Maybe you're changing the way you date. Instead of you going online dating or doing online dating, maybe you're deciding to go out and meet people the traditional way. Or you're changing maybe the criterias of what you expect from the people that you entertain. Okay, maybe you realize that having this loose standard in the beginning and getting to know people isn't necessarily getting you to the outcome that you want to get to. So you're going from just having fun to traditional, or not traditional, but intentional dating. This could also symbolize just a literal ending. Now, I feel like this is something that already ended, though. Some of you are finally accepting the fact that a chapter in your love life has ended. And just being open to what else is out there could be more so an adjustment this month for you. But overall, things are definitely changing. This could be also changes within your relationship. Maybe you're changing the way money's being handled in your relationship because you feel like your partner isn't handling it right. Or maybe you're changing the way you communicate with your person. Something's definitely changing. Now, advice for you for this month with the Seven of Wands in reverse is to not be resistant. Not be resistant. Also know when to bow out of like situations that are challenging gracefully. Okay, if it is a constant uphill battle and you have to constantly be on defense and you have to constantly guard yourself and, oh, I can't let this person get me. If you have to be in that energy 24/7 in any relationship, in any dynamic, that is something you need to be very concerned about. Okay, and if you are finding yourself, getting out of this energy of people pleasing or maybe not having the best boundaries, and now the pendulum's swinging a little bit further to the left and you're like having extreme boundaries to a point to where you're unable to like let friends in, let new love in, let family in. Maybe having a healthier sense of boundaries could be what's in your best interest. Not swinging so far left to where you just don't let anyone in and you isolate yourself and then you just get depressed because you don't have any human interaction. Okay, there's no need for that because there's people who really do care about you, but you could be maybe shutting them out. Now, when it comes to the possible challenge, I have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So the challenge is somebody being an emotional mess. Okay, somebody here is emotionally all over the place. One second they seem very receptive, they seem very open to you. The next second they seem very resistant, not wanting to be on the same page with you, unable to express themselves. Their actions don't align with their words, just all over the place. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio individual, or it doesn't have to be that zodiac sign at all. But just someone could be constantly acting off of what they feel in the moment and constantly throwing you mixed signals. And it just could be very confusing for you. Like, what's going on here? Or if you're struggling with this, maybe you're going through like some emotional fluctuations and the challenge is not acting on those emotions. Okay, you can feel your feelings. Your feelings are valid. The mistake is when you act on those feelings in a way where tomorrow maybe you feel different. Maybe you're not sad tomorrow. Maybe you're in a different perspective and you already quit the job or you already didn't block that person that now it's like, oh wait, no, I feel different about that today. So make sure before you do anything from a place of impulsiveness that you really think it through. Not just from a place of, oh, I feel like I need to do this right now. Okay, the second you feel an urgency to do something because of emotions, step away. Step away from whatever it is. Before you send that text message, step away from the phone, okay? Before you cuss that person out, walk away. It's better to have a delayed response than a response that you can't take back. Point blank, period. Now, when it comes to what to be aware of, I do have the Devil card. So you want to be aware of forces that want to keep you in a negative space or that want to keep you limited, okay? Or people who want to keep you limited. Some of you guys have somebody who's like extremely either obsessed with you or is extremely toxic and they want to hold on to you so that no one else has access to you, okay? They could know that you're a great catch. And instead of being a better person to you, they choose to attach themselves to you, come back constantly, knowing that you'll accept them back in, just so that you do not move on. So any dynamic where like someone is choosing not to do right by you, but then also attaching themselves to you constantly, you need to be very mindful as to why that's happening and what the intention is behind that, because it could be just to stop you from living your best life and keeping you in a miserable place with them because they know you could get better, okay? And a lot of times it could come from an insecurity place as to why somebody could want to do you wrong intentionally and not let go of you in that same breath, okay? Also with the Devil card, you want to be mindful of like any substance abuse issues that maybe outside people that you could be around could be struggling with and maybe needing support with. If you've been struggling with that, also being mindful about that as well. Now, what to avoid? I do have the Three of Cups. I have the Three of Cups. Hey, y'all. So, in terms of what to avoid, you want to avoid certain friends who you side eye in terms of like not genuinely being your friend. So any friendships where like you tell them your business and they seem to want to gossip it and tell other people your business, or like this highly judgmental energy in terms of what they have to say about your life or your decisions. Not in a way where they're trying to give you useful advice, but more so judging you. Be very mindful of that. Also, with the Three of Cups, you want to avoid just reconnecting with people past tense, okay? Just because they're someone who's familiar in terms of you knowing them does not mean that there's a likelihood that they don't have any bad intentions for you, okay? The people who, listen, the people closest to you are usually the people who will be the quickest to hurt you because they're the only people who have access to you. So just because you could let like an ex back into your life thinking that, oh, I know this person, I know what to expect with them mentally because they do this, and this, and they're this type of person, but they've previously hurt you over and over and over and over and over and over again. You want to be very mindful of being welcoming to monitoring spirits or people who are intentionally trying to like create chaos in any way. Okay. Also, you want to avoid also checking anybody's like social media from the past or allowing certain people to access your social media from the past because that doesn't allow you any space to kind of heal, okay? Your ex know what they're doing by checking your social media and knowing that you'll see it by them looking in your views and that they're going to be in your mind, okay? That is a level of manipulation. Now, the last card is going to represent the outcome for this month. I do have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So, yeah, you're definitely going to be drawing a line between the things that you don't have energy for and the things that you need the energy for. Okay? Some of you could be a little bit burnt out too, overworking. Some of you could be traveling a lot. This could be a very, very busy month for you. I also see like where you have been trying to keep your cool for the most part. I think that your cool could kind of blow where you have been giving someone a lot of grace, okay? And something significant with the Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo may come up by the end of this month. Okay, this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful and did give you some insight as to like what to expect for this month. If you did enjoy, thumbs up the video, subscribe, and I will see my Capricorns in the